People of all sizes, large and little, ladies and gentlemen, and folks somewhere in the middle, welcome back to Sushimi's House. I'm your loving host, Master Sushimi, joined today by my sweet sister, Ice Ice Bubbie.
Hello.
And I can't believe I remember that, because it's been like 2 weeks since we recorded.
It has.
Welcome back to Pikmin 4. Dandori Battle!
Dandori.
Sashimi! I keep forgetting! Oh, it's so good every time.
Good every time.
Also, I just realized they give you 3 files.
Yeah, that's actually very considerate. Thank you.
That is very family-oriented.
Yeah, I really do appreciate that.
Like, if we were living in the same house and had only one Switch, we would still be able to play this on, like, separate.
We would still very much do the kid thing of, well, I want to play. Well, get your own save file. Okay.
Yeah. I read recently in an interview, like a translated ancient interview, apparently Pokemon was supposed to have multiple save files, but they had to decide, because of like cartridge space and stuff, whether they would allow... Bubbie, me kill you.
Move that alarm because that's actually important. I have to take medicine and I will forget if I don't do this, so let me just move that.
So they had to make the hard call of whether to do multiple save files or allow nicknames.
Oh.
Kingsley, it's been intense, but I can't just give up completely. I still want to leave this planet more flowery than it was when I got here. That's where you come in. You gotta help me bloom a whole lot of Pikmin flowers. Fill this world with blossoms. What's in it for you? Well, do this for me. I'll give you my glorious stone collection. What do you say? We got a deal?
You're gonna give me rocks? Give me a box
300.
Give me a box of rocks for
I imagine they're precious gemstones, Bubbie.
I guess. We don't know. It's just some person that showed up.
I mean, way to be an optimist, Bubbie.
And you. No.
Oh, right. He does the treasures. Stuff.
Which was neat, to be fair. What Kingsley's doing is also very cool. But
yeah.
You want to bloom flowers? You do it too, Kingsley. Get out there. I think we already bought shit, but...
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we bought the...
We left the last recording buying, I think.
Yeah.
Because we very badly want the fire suit, but we keep having to prioritize building shit.
Yeah.
So. Or maybe we did finally get it.
No, I think we did get it.
We got it because we said we would do the fire area next.
I think so. Hold on.
We really should actually watch the episode, the last one, so that we know what we're doing when we go into this.
Scorch Guard.
Because I'm just so
Guard.
So lost.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting.
In my defense, I haven't been up here since we got back from our vacation.
Wow.
Because it's hot.
That's fair. Why would you even bother hanging out up here? Also, and not to be a boomer, but you often need a vacation from vacation.
Yeah, that's one of those like cliche phrases.
Yeah, it's just,
that's just way too true.
That's what it is. It's just true. Like, I hate to sound complain like, oh, I'm tired from vacation, but like, I mean, it's tiring.
Especially because the vacation we just took was, we went on a cruise.
Multifaceted.
For those who are not maybe in the know.
True, yeah.
We went on a cruise with,
a group of total of 13 people.
Yes, a grand total of 13 people. Which is many more people than we're used to seeing.
So that number alone should, you know...
It's pretty daunting.
Yeah.
But then, on top of that, a lot of these people were people we didn't really know.
Yeah, so, for context, it's, Jonathan's online friends, who, they have known each other for several years.
A lot of them, yeah.
Probably 10 years. A lot of them, 10 years.
I think it depends. I think there's some where it's just like, I met them like 2 years ago.
Right, yeah, and it's also like friend of a friend situation for a lot of these, right? So it's like
I'm gonna go ahead and start.
His childhood best friend,
training points,
which he has been friends with for genuinely 15 years.
Right.
Knows everybody, and then Jonathan knows. So even he also was kind of meeting some of these people for the first time, or for the second or third.
Like in person anyway.
Exactly. So yeah, it was a lot of that for us. So a lot of new people, a lot of high energy, fun, great time. Don't get me wrong, but you know, just it takes, you know, mental power to do all of that, even if it's vacation. Especially because like going into it, I had already told Jonathan, like, look, it's vacation. I don't want to have to stress about hurting everybody and making sure everybody is on time or somewhere at whatever time, or like I don't want to have to worry about that. I'm like, I'm only worried about Jess because they're my sibling, and you. Anybody else can figure it out because they're big boys and girls. And he was like, yeah, no, of course. Like, I don't want you to stress out about any of that at all. He's like, also, I'm sure everybody will be like doing their own thing because it's a cruise and we're a group of 13 with different desires and tastes and whatever. We did the chat plan, so everybody paid essentially like $5 to use the Wi-Fi just to be able to text on that one app to each other.
Brilliant move.
And we were almost constantly at least half the group, if not more, together. Which I did not mind.
More than half. There was like one or two outliers who would usually
which I did not mind. Don't get me wrong. It's just like not what I expected. I really did expect most people to be like, fuck it. Like, oh, I don't want to go to bed at 10. I'm going to go do this or that. Even though a lot of them are night owls, a lot of them I feel like did get tuck snugglies earlier than usual, just because like.
Well, here's the what ended up being the strat was first of all, Jonathan's like childhood friend, who is now a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah.
Is like very much the sort of central pillar of the friend group,
right? And
also just a like perfect hype man.
Yeah, which, like, ironic because not a planner at all. Like, Jonathan, so they have, like, a Three Musketeer situation. So it's, like, three very, very close-knit best friends. Jonathan and his two friends. Jonathan and the other guy are way more planners than the Pillar.
Yeah.
And yet, Pillar acts like leader because he's just very charming and easy to listen. Like, you're just like, yep, whatever that guy says. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, what do you think?
Fire, I'm gonna say no ice.
Oh, right, we're going straight to the...
Yeah, dog, so I think just red.
Just fire, yeah.
We hope anyway, right? Like, hope
yeah.
we don't need anything else. Oh, we gotta get some of these boys jacked.
Where is that?
Got these puny little green leaves. I don't want to see no green leaf. I want to see some fucking flowers. I want a bouquet of Pikmin. That actually would be really cute. But like in a way where they don't like they're comfortable and they're happy about it too.
Yeah. All right. So what I was saying, what ended up happening was like day one, guy was like, guys, gotta listen to me. You can go get shitty buffet breakfast if you want. I might bring 10 yellows.
Okay. But if they die, I will hold 10 different funerals. I will name them right now.
Anyway, so he was like, you can go get the shitty buffet breakfast, or you can go to this like straight up restaurant that they have in like the back of the ship that nobody goes to because nobody knows it's like a thing, and have low key one of the best breakfasts I've had.
And I'm gonna take that credit because thanks to me, we did that. So for context, Jonathan and I went on a cruise last year with this friend and his girlfriend, so my friend. So it was like a long double date. Great time. It was his first cruise. Yeah. Very first cruise ever. Meanwhile, the rest of us had been on cruises before, so for him it was like such an exciting experience. And then I was like, by the way, fuck Lido breakfast, just go get brunch. Like, we just go to the restaurant and get, like, most people don't know that or don't do that for whatever reason. You can just go to the nice dining room during brunch time too and just have fantastic brunch. There you go, get Jack, boys. Oh, those boys need to get more Jack. That's okay though. They'll do it after. So anyway, yeah, but so he did lay that out early strat, like, we need to do this. And so by that account, everybody was like, well, I don't want shitty breakfast. And so...
Yeah, and so for the most part, everybody was up early. There was one person who was... we did need electric. Who was, like, not feeling great for, like, a good chunk of the cruise. Probably because he did not sleep nearly enough, did not get, like, any water.
Yeah. And I
would stay up all night, like, gambling at the casino, getting drunk.
Yeah, but at any rate, yeah, so I think that probably encouraged everybody to, again, these are like night owl gamer boys essentially, and yet I think, like, don't get me wrong, I know I was definitely going to bed first. Like, I was in bed tucked snugly, actually no, one night I think it was definitely like 12:30, but most nights I was asleep by like 10:30 because I was like, we have an early day. Like, you know, with cruises, like, you're going on the islands and you're kind of trying to make the most of the day. So, like, you have to get up early to actually be able to get off the ship and do the shit on the island. So,
Right, if you want to actually, like, enjoy the time that you have on the cruise.
right. Which, like, I did give him shit for that because that happened to us last year. We had to shuttle and get off and go to the beach for one of the islands. Like, you have to take the shuttle, and the shuttle was scheduled. And last year, we didn't get to do the shuttle until 12 o'clock. Because by the time I had said, because actually last year they gave us even more time for it. The day before we got on that island, so like on a sea day, they were like, you have to wake up early to go get in line to ask for a ticket for the shuttle for the next day. And I was like, okay, we need to be there. Like, we don't need to be there ass crack of dawn, but like, let's just like try and be there by this time so we can get the ticket so that the next day we can have a good time. No. Didn't get tickets. We went over there at like 3 p.m. and there was obviously no tickets. 0. So it was like at that point, like, you just have to wait until everybody else has gotten off the ship, and then they'll do the pity round where they let you get off the ship free for all after 12 o'clock. So that's why I gave him shit for that, and I think that also helped.
Fair. Shame is a hell of a motivator.
Because I was like, I'm not doing that again. I'm like, if you guys don't get off, I don't care. I'm getting off. So, but yeah, no, we had a great time. But again, it's tiring, especially because, oh my god, like, it was so hot, like, good hot, like, in a way where you're like, well, I'm glad it's hot because then it means I'm gonna be in the water. But
yeah,
it's still hot.
Also exhausting. Like, I was the oldest living thing in our group.
That was a wild realization to have. Well, because Jonathan had told me that one of the friends was older, like 32. So I was like, oh, okay, so like Jess won't be the oldest.
Yeah, well, I think Dee Dee mentioned at one point that one of the members of the group is significantly older. Like in his 50s, but like he wasn't there.
I mean, yeah. That's crazy. I've never heard of this 50-year-old. I gotta ask Jonathan about that. I'm so curious now. Yes, little good boys.
Was that 3 or 8 that it said?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
3.
3.
Numbers are hard.
Can I just do this?
No.
No, okay.
You cannot. Oh, sorry, big yawn.
Okay, I think that's everything we need to... Why are you going this way? That way?
I don't
Is
know.
this way not easier?
They're working on it. They're doing their best. I guess.
Sure, man.
I definitely have
so.
gotten some mean looks. God, that side lean is so strong.
What?
You saw that shit? That way, yellow Pikmin was like, coming for me. And the other one was like, what are you doing, Bob? Bobby, don't be weird.
Stop flirting with the alien.
Shut up, Ricky. I like... Finally, we confirmed there are aliens.
That's
I'm gonna
true.
fuck this
The Pikmin
alien.
must be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, what? There's aliens.
Oh,
and meanwhile,
yeah.
we're like, the Pikmin are the aliens.
So one of the whippersnappers in our group was fully
Oh my
19.
god.
And I wanted to die when I made that realization. But then, like the great sage Ariana Grande said, it gets worse in a minute. Because at one point it really sat in with me, like, oh no, he's like 19. When he was born, 9/11 had already happened, like a while ago.
Yeah. That one I think is the one that messed up.
And when I said that out loud, I think it settled with a lot of people. Like, oh fuck,
a wave of like, like groan. I have so many. We're like, oh.
yeah. And this motherfucker goes, yeah, I like to ask people how they feel knowing that they're like a quarter of a decade old.
Brutal.
Right.
Must be a castaway. Colin's like, yo, wherever you are, it looks spicy. Be careful.
Send
I hope you
Colin
brought
on my
milk,
lovelies.
even though milk is also a little spicy. But they say milk helps with spicy. And you're like, Colin, are you okay?
Alright. None of that. Oh, wait.
Give me that.
Yeah, I need... Oh, wait. Come back. Come on back now.
Come on back. Take it back now, y'all. One fly this time. Yeah,
this
no.
one.
I was trying really hard to not, like...
Have a crisis.
Not just that, but also, like, mother/big sister this kid, because I'm like, you're 19. And we're on vacation, and he has a job. He goes to college. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's not a child. Like, he's young, but he's not a child. But, like, if you guys were too mean to him, I was like, stop being mean to him.
Was that a thing? I wasn't paying. I guess I must not have been very mean to him.
I was fighting that urge, and at one point I was finally like, "You guys have to stop being mean to him." And Jonathan was like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "No, he's so little.
He's a baby."
He's a baby." And he of course the guy laughed, and Jonathan was like, "He's not. He's not a baby. You're just old. Fuck you." Not helped by the fact that he wants to be a PA. So I was like, all I want to talk about is how to make you an even better PA than I am. That's all I want to do. I just want to, like, prepare you for the world. But I was like, no, we're on vacation. Like, be cool. He was very sweet, though. And Jonathan would go, oh, he's a sweet kid. Oh, I just called him kid. I'm like, yeah, you did.
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah.
How do you feel now?
It's like, God, I feel old.
You still like him?
Yeah, he's like, I feel old because when he's a sweet kid, like, I'm 30 years older. Like, he's gonna, like, date my daughter or some shit.
Right.
Oh, he's a sweet kid.
And again, as the oldest living thing on Earth, it seemed, brutal.
Yeah.
Dingo!
Yeah!
He's from the Rescue Corps. He's actually part of our group.
He's actually one of ours.
An officer who excels at solo missions. He's not a joiner by nature, but he'll show up and lend his physical abilities when
The
need be.
fuck? Does he smoke a cigarette in the back? What do you mean? He's
guess.
not a joiner.
I
He's
knew
part of
it.
a squad.
I knew he was tough enough to make it. Dingo's a skilled ranger, even though he doesn't use a rescue pup. He specializes in solo missions, you see. One thing's for certain, rescue missions should be a lot easier with his help. So
He
maybe
specializes in solo. Is he gonna be cool?
I don't think he's a dick. I think he's just like...
Yeah, I hope it's
different.
one of those things where he's like, yeah, look, he's the bad boy, and you talk to him, and he's like,
Do you need help? I want to be your friend.
I want to be your friend. What color? What's your favorite color? And we're like, purple. Why? I'm making you a friendship bracelet right now.
You track down a ranger Dingo. The only rescue officers still out there now are the doctor and the pilot.
That sucks.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Sucks ass. Yeah, sure. We have the leader, question mark. Colin. Spice enthusiast.
I love our stupid Colin bit. Oh, so spicy.
We were talking about it on the cruise. Oh, so spicy. Oh my god. They just crunched it.
Well, because there's like 30 of them.
I know. Oh, a potato. Or
yeah, it seems like it's a yam.
It's a root. It's a yam.
Or
More
a sweet potato.
Sweet potato. Oh, man. Mispronunciation and spelling is... I don't want to be an asshole. Like, I also misspell shit, and I also say shit wrong. The term... But, like, in... Not surprising at all. In cardiology, you use the term exertion a lot. Because that's an indicator that, like... If they're having chest pain on exertion, it's like, yeah, that's definitely more heart attack. Because you're working your body, you're increasing your oxygen demand, and therefore your heart, which has a blocked artery, can't keep up. That's the SparkNote version. I bring that up because when I was looking at a patient's chart, the chief complaint was like, whatever, I don't remember what pain, but it was like pain on Exhurtin. Exhurtin.
You doctor, I'm Exhurtin. Oh, well, we found our episode title.
I'm Exhurtin.
I'm Exhurtin.
Pain on Exhurtin.
I'm Exhurtin
I
for a
pointed out to
squirtin'.
my coworker, and it was a good 5-minute laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen.
My other favorite recent one was I have now been tasked one of my many other jobs now is
We still got all our boys.
yes,
By the way.
good, is preoperative clearance, basically saying if a patient's like good to go or not. And I did get asked to clear a patient who was going for tonsil removally. Removally. Like
see.
removal and then an extra ly at the end. Removally.
I see.
And I was like,
He was a big boy. He did a big squisher.
oh, you're fucked. This is all I'm talking about next episode.
Fuck.
Fuck you. Oh,
No.
fuck you.
For 4 boys.
Next time,
Oh.
a 20-minute sonnet
At least it wasn't. Hey, it wasn't any of the yellow boys.
on the 4 brave boys, Mikey, Jacqueline, Susan, and Steve.
Next time.
Next time,
Later.
bye.
You gotta know you're in for something special. You gotta feel it in your bones. Oh, you're gonna find what you need all in time. If you're looking for it, na 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 na. If you're looking for